the truth of the royal scepter. A divine relic in the form of a scepter, outstandingly powerful even among other relics of the old world, has the extraordinary power to absorb magla from the masses and store that magla in large quantities, and is capable of unleashing magic equal in destructive power to natural disasters. The first king of Uchronia realized that his power to absorb magla from others was, in effect, the power to force people to forget their anxieties. To ensure that ruinous wars like the War of Destruction would never happen again, generations of kings made it their duty to ground their influence throughout the entire kingdom. Their wish was granted, and the kingdom enjoyed a long peace. But that peace came at a heavy price, robbing people of the inward strength to face their own anxieties themselves. Now, the time has come for the kingdom to settle its long-standing debt. That's heavy. Through the power of the archetypes, I can hear the voices of past hero souls. With dreams of fantasy in thy heart, thou art striving to change reality. Thou art now one who walks the path of kings. Thou must display the culmination of thy power. In every age, the souls of heroes accompany the true king. With us at thy side, thine ideals shall find fruition. You've come such a long way. All that's left is to show everyone the future we believe in. I wonder what good ways to spend your time are at this point. Your Highness, you're here. Came to see coronation, right? Oh. The voices supporting you are getting louder after we destroyed that device in the royal palace. All that's left is to show people your promises for a new way of life in what time we have left. Honestly though, I hardly care about Louis or saving this country anymore. I just want you to be king. I know we can't avoid fighting Louis, but I think it's more about fighting for the future we want to have. Yes. Okay, I need to go to a... what day is it? Oh, I could wait till tomorrow and get deals on everything. Alright. I'm just trying to figure out how to spend my last days. What's the best way to use your time? Because I think I've done pretty much everything. The gauntlet runner. Maybe I'll leave that for tomorrow. I don't care if we've got anything else to do. Bro, what the hell? Okay. Let's go. Means honey jar. That's another thing that you only get through fishing, right? You need 3 per sublime spoonful. Okay. That's crazy. No. Let's go do some fishing.
しよし。では
近づく島の先に見えてきたのは沿岸古くからの土地や。
どうする？
試練島の海鳥。
よし。さて、帰ろっか。
And I want to cook, but I can't. So what other ways? Well, I guess there's that,
さて、どこにしようか。
行きましょう。
さて、どこにしようか。すぐに行こ
う。ちょっと。安心して。わかったわ。
よし。
よしよし。うん。
神王が決する英雄の日まであと7日。
あと7日。
これ。
大丈夫。
ちょっと。
さて、行こう。
Significantly increases strike attack strength. Oh, I see. Pierce attack. Oh, Flash attack, okay. Greatly increases evasion against strike. Greatly increases evasion against pierce. Oh wait, I see. Increases strike attack strength. Edge of Calamity. Increases the cost of money skills. Increases damage against undead type monsters. Increases the chance of counter skills activating. That one sounds amazing. Increases damage against human type monsters.
はと
Oh wow. Okay.
さてさてどこにしようかどこにしようか。
行きましょう。
Oh wait. I know what I was gonna do.
さてどこにしようか。
行こう。
さてすぐに行こ
う。よし、こいつの出番ってことだな。さて、
ああ、そこね。そこなら。
よし。
何しようか。 なあとは
俺わかった。
実は
行く手に見えてきたのは王都に向かう行商人たちが訪れるというリグの村。異文化の荒波に揉まれた手だれの行商人たちが国中から集まるため、他の村ではまず見ない珍しい品にも出会えるという。怪物の増加で最盛期の賑わいは失せてしまったが、今も商いの要衝の佇まいを持つ村。その隅に凱旋者はたどり着いた。
うん。
大丈夫よ。
Whoops.
いいわね。ねえ、帰ろっか。
さてどこにしようか。
行こう。
ちょっと
もうすぐルイ様が。
今に見てなさい。 特売日だよ。
I think this is the only thing that I can do at nighttime
さて
that isn't like just going to bed, right?
ここわかったわ。
I'm at that point where I'm getting like close to the end game and I keep distracting myself and
よし
distracting myself and procrastinating. $1,000.
神王が決する英雄の日まであと6日。
これ。
大丈夫
あ、ちょっと。
さてどこにしようか
行こっか。
さて。さて行こう。よし。うん。
よし、みんな集まってるな。さて、
そこは
村のようだな。
そこね。そこなら。
行こ
何しようか。
それ
なあ。
あら。
実はそうだな。来た。大物。よしよし。では
近づくフル土地。
どうする？
海。
どこにしようか。
行こっか。
ちょっと
もうすぐルイ様が。
ここわかっ
でもはは、そういやこれ
神王が決する英雄の日まであと5日。
ほら。
いい？ちょっと
さてどこにしようか。さ
さてどうしましょう。
さて
ここは
どれどれ？
なんかありそうだな。
ああ、そこね。そこなら。
行こう。
何しようか。
ちょ
Knew it. Knew it was gonna screw me like that. Nice.
それわか
そういや。
近づく島の先に来ると
どうする？
試練とむし
さて帰ろっか。
さてどこにしようか。
行こっか。
ちょっと
さて
もうすぐルイ様が。
どうする。
わかったわ。
ダメだよ。
よし。なあ。
神王が決する英雄の日まであと4日。
これ
Almighty Panacea.
準備はいい？ちょっと。ちょっと。
さて、どこにしようか。
行こう。
出発か。
さて
息抜き。
ああ、そこね。そこなら。
行こう。
何しようか。これって。よし。
そあら、わかった。
実は来た大物。よしよし。うわ
近くると
どうする？
し海
さて帰ろっか。
さて、どこにしようか。
行こう。
ちょっと
神王が決する英雄の日まであと3日。
ほら、
調子はどう？
やるしかない。
ちょっと。
さて、
ルイしかいないだろ
お願い。
さて、どこにしようか。さあ。
う。よし、こいつの出番ってことだな。さて、
ああ、そう。
よし。
何しようか。これってよし。
それ。
実はうん来た大物よし行くよ
近づく島の先、古くか土地や
どうする？
海
さて帰ろっか。行きましょう。
さてさて
行こう。そうね。
あ、
どこにしようか。
行きましょう。
ちょっと。
もうすぐルイ様が
わか
それにうん
神王が決する英雄の日まであと2日。
Tomorrow,
さて
the day of the hero draws close. Regardless of whether you're feeling excitement or dread, today will be the last day we have to prepare ourselves. Tomorrow we take on Louis, and the next day, the new king will be decided. The world Louis wants must never come to be. That much is certain. I am confident that we will succeed. We are bolstered by each other's strength, while Louis must stand on his own. Let us live well on this final day, so that no matter how the new king is decided, we may greet the dawn with a smile in our hearts.
いよいよだね。
あ
それから
ちょっと。
さて
ちょっと。ちょっと。ちょっと。ちょっと。ちょっと。ちょっと。
どこにしようか。どこにしよう。どこにしようか。すぐに行こう。
じゃあどうしよっか。
さて、
ああ、そこ
行こう。
何しようか。
それは
実は来た大物。よしよし。では
近づく島の先に見えてきたのは円環のしるべ。ビルガ島の東に位置する無人島の洞窟である。古くからのムツタリの風習に曰く、島で遺体を蛇に食べさせることで個人は守り神になると伝えられている。土地や民族が変われば忌むべき因習も神事となる。複雑な思いを抱きながら一行は湿った洞窟へとたどり着く。
どうする？さて、帰ろっか。
ようやくあいつら
Oh, wait. Here I am, not reading. Well, we finally have the Lords of Oceania and Montario on board. Both are rotten to the core, mind, but all the same, they remain the sovereign lords of the principalities. Time is short, so we can't afford to overlook their influence and connections. We'll have them speak out against the rioting in the cities. It should help contain the situation, if only a little. Nice work, Batlin. It's not the first time I've thought this, Shoji, but I'm glad to have met you and to stand beside you now. I've always had a rebellious streak, you know. I was a fire under the church's heels, but as soon as I started feeling the heat myself, I'd relent. I was just avoiding confrontation, learning a bit too late that maybe I've wasted a lot of my life drowning in anxiety like that. But in the end, you did turn and face it. Yes, well, meeting you showed me what I wanted to be in this world. All those who struggle deserve to know the truth, to have access to information unfettered without slant or bias. That struggle, the anxiety, is what causes Magla to swell up from the heart, and facing those fears is what turns Magla into magic. I wish people could learn that it's natural to feel anxious, not something to be afraid of. Right. But in the incredibly, very tiny, absolutely minuscule chance that Louis uses his brand of magic, or whatever he's got up his sleeve to turn me into a human, why, I'd rip my heart right out of my own chest. Show him then and there that I'd rather die than be turned into a monster. I hate my spirit. But don't do that, actually. No, believe me, I'd rather not. Not the slightest interest in seeing what color my own heart is. Well, tomorrow's the grand finale. If you have any final things to say to anyone, best do it now. I'd hate for you to head to your big to-do with regrets. Yeah, we might not get another chance. Why not spend time with someone? Oh, now I have to choose. Probably our last chance to relax like this. I suggest talking to everyone so you can push forward without regrets. While you're at it, if you have any completed requests you haven't reported back on, tonight's the night. Oh, you can go spend time with, like, literally any one of your... I see. Damn. I see. Oh, then. When this is all over, we could celebrate with everyone and hold a huge feast. I want to put my all into this, so I'll get started with preparations immediately. Everything has been put on hold until after tomorrow's decisive battle. If you have something you need to do, it's best to do it now while you still can. No pressure. Can you just talk to one person, or can you talk to everybody? That's the question. I'd like to go visit my brother before we fight. Would you teleport with me to Ria? Okay. Brother! Oh, if it isn't my dear sister, I'm with Shoji in tow. Have you come all this way to see me? Yes, I needed to talk with you at any cost. Told Edeni about tomorrow's decisive battle against Louis. Tomorrow's finally the day, is it? And allow me to take this opportunity to speak with you. Once you stop Louis and take the throne, what are your plans for what follows? Surely you don't imagine the book will close on a happily ever after. Your people will not be a monolith. Even your supporters who agree with you have varied expectations, and those differences will drag you down. All as enemies lurk in the shadows. Right, and I'm prepared for that. Don't worry too much, brother. Shoji has us with him. No matter how thorny the path he walks becomes, we are all determined to walk it beside him. Good. If you are so resolved, I have nothing further to say. I pray that with every step you take, the path bears fruit. Listen for word of our victory tomorrow, brother. We're going to survive, and we'll most certainly return to the island. Oh, wait. That's something I wanted to give you, Shoji. I'll run into the house to retrieve it. Uh-oh. That Yufa, always in such a hurry. She'll never change. I've been looking after her for a long time, but I'm thinking it's time to entrust that role to someone else. Glad to hear you say that. Yufa trusts you too, actually. It's quite clear she does more than that. If you've been planting false expectations in my sister's head, I hope you know I won't stay quiet about it. I sense hostility from Edeni, who's sporting a fake smile. Looks like you two are having a rousing conversation. Indeed, we were talking about the swarms of vicious man-eating sharks that teem in the Night Sea. I was telling him that if someone were to be thrown in, they'd die instantly. The adults told me that lie all the time when I was a child. Bad children who lie will be thrown into the sea at night, they say. You're looking a little pale, Shoji. What's wrong? Well, didn't you say you have something to give him? Ah, yes I do. Here, Shoji, for your hands only. Rippling shell. This is the shell of a ripple snail. It's a good luck charm here on the island. If you hold it to your ear, you can hear the sound of the ocean. Tradition says it contains a prayer for its owner to return home safely, just like how the waves return to the shore. Wives give these to their husbands when they head out to sea. Wow. That's quite the gift. Oh, did I say their husbands? Anyways, let's get going. We've got a big day ahead of us. Said our goodbyes to Edeni and return to Grand Trad. Alright. Oh wait, you can spend time with everybody? That's kind of crazy. It's not making you choose. Oh. Bonuses for channeling specific... Okay. You know, I forgot to go back to...
さて
I'm an idiot.
すぐ
I
に
forgot
行
to
こ
go back here and find out what new truths I...
うあの場所へ
Because there is certainly new truths here after everything we went through, right? Maybe he remembered. What?
実はそうだな。
Well then. I told more about my final battle with Louis tomorrow. I see. So at last we have reached the final battle for the throne. Louis is a foe more fearsome than any you have faced. Do you truly believe you could defeat him? I know I'll win.
任せろ
Good.
Ah.
Spoken like a king to be. In striving towards the apex of all archetypes, you surely mark yourself worthy of rule. If you were to take the throne, that would thusly end my imprisonment under the last king's decree. I trust that
信じ
you'll
ている
win.
よ。
You must, if I am ever to know freedom again, however selfish a reason that is. But any other possible king could free you just as easily, right? Even if they could, any other king might only condemn me as the past king did. I, and those who believe such ideals, could be easily imprisoned once more. Finally be allowed back into the world I've dreamed of. But under your reign, it will seem a new world altogether. Perhaps you saw phantoms in my image throughout your travels, but that's all they were. Through all this, I remain locked in this prison. I wish I could travel the lands again, as I did in my youth. What extraordinary sights I would see. First, to the royal capital Grand Trad. I would be content to watch the people go about their daily lives, then off to Brylehaven by way of Martira. That's a familiar path. That sounds like a familiar path. So it should. After all, the tales of your journey have inspired me so much. I wish I could travel at your side. If the chance existed, no matter how slim, I'd take it. Though I suppose that's a dangerously insolent proposal for a king to be. Still,
頼むよ。
once you are king, if you ever decide to tour the country or return to the road, please allow me to join you. Sounds good to me.
もちろんだ
あり
Thank
が
you.
とう。
To walk a country born anew, together with its new king, it is like a dream. My heart bursts with anticipation. Ah, that reminds me. I'm sure it's far too early to prepare for our trip together, but let me give you this. White Raven Quill.
どうだい？
All you have learned, for graduating from your studies in academia, I award you this diploma. Let its white wings mark your flight from this bookish nest. Now, once you leave this place, we shall remain apart for a short while, but I look forward to seeing you again soon. In this moment, the world hangs on a precipice of great change, doesn't it? I know not if for the better or worse. Whatever the truth, the hearts of the people are fighting to transform the world. Perhaps they have lost themselves to their anxiety and seek to snuff out any threat. Perhaps they now face their anxieties and seek happiness for all in spite of them. Either way, I hope to see a new utopia realized. Only you can decide the principles that define it. I pledge to help in any way I can. Above all, I sincerely hope for your safety from the bottom of my heart.
What どうする
I finally fighting Louis tomorrow. If you don't mind, there's somewhere I'd like to go before the fight. Will you come with me? Not like I had a choice. Here we are. Oh, home. Tomorrow's the battle we put our lives on the line for. I thought I'd let Rella and Fidelio know. Why at the church?
どうして？
It was here that my sister lived and treated the sick. She saw that work as her atonement, but she saved so many lives in the process. Fidelio and Basilio were two of those people. He brought them back from the brink of death. Feels like ages ago now. Rella and Fidelio kept their emotions very deep. But the love they had for my singing was real, wasn't it? I'm sure it was real. But I think they loved more than that. Their love wasn't limited to your voice. I wonder if that's true. Sometimes I think singing is all I amount to, and while I'm proud it's made me self-sufficient, it can be a lonely way to live. I guess sometimes I just want to be accepted for who I am, as a person, and not just a pretty voice. Now hold on, you can't just say that kind of thing with a straight face. I call foul. Then again, you did make me a promise, remember? You promised we'd make a world where people could listen to me sing with peace in their hearts. Thinking about it, something struck me. Where would you be in the scenario? Listening from a faraway throne? Or would you be by my side? I've been meaning to ask you that, but I kept putting it off. Your answer would feel like our story's end, and I'm not ready for it to be over. I'll ask you when this is truly all over, after the day of the hero and you become king. Then you can answer me. I feel like I can fight with everything I've got tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the performance of a lifetime. I expect you in the audience. Rella, Fidelio. Well, it's getting late. Let's head back. Oh, one more thing. I want you to have this and hold it close, so you'll never forget me. Okay. This flower used to represent fear and humiliation to me, but once you become king, I hope it comes to mean liberty. One day, this country will balk at the very idea of innocent children turned slaves. It may not be easy. In fact, many will probably oppose it. But we still have to make it happen. We have to believe in our ideals and continue onward. Doji, you feel the same way, don't you? Yuna and I went back together discussing our hope for a brighter future. Now I hear you've got a rather difficult path ahead of you, but I'm happy you came to see me despite it all. You come all this way, so what say we have ourselves a wee chat? Ever since that attack from the human, the townspeople have slowly but surely come around to participating in the security activities. I consider that a great welcome change, but what's worrying you? Hi, I'm worried. The security policies, the methods of self-government, all that needs buy-in from the people. We need everyone's voices to both speak and be heard. The hope is we could find a compromise among all the different opinions and then make a change. Not easy leading such an affair, let me tell you. You could do it, Barton. Thanks for the support. And you're no stranger to what I'm talking about, are you? A king chosen by the people will be different from any other king we've ever had. Every citizen will expect something from you, and you'll feel a duty to live up to that expectation. This country is made up of allied states, with a major city as the capital of each state, but now they all exist under one nation. Each region has their own rich and complex history and cultures. The wishes of the people are also different, and you'll be king of all this. How do you think you're going to possibly hear all the people's opinions? I'll just ask them.
それは
Suppose my only option is to go around and solicit their opinions in earnest. Ah, well, at least you got the right intentions, but considering your position and the number of subjects involved, ain't the most practical thing. Here's what I think. A single king cannot possibly listen to each and every one of his subjects. However, if you take a look at the country by region and town, you'll find people such as myself. And I can govern this town according to whatever your kingly wishes may be, and I can collect my people's opinions and transmit them to you. So that way, the king and the people can have a direct connection to each other. We just need other leaders to follow suit. It's a great idea. I believe you'll be a righteous king, and many others behind you do too. That said, some only follow whoever they think will come out strongest. Mayhap some follow you out of fear, just as with Louis. You've a duty towards them just as any other. Though, and no doubt, you'll have days where you just want to run away. And on those days, remember this. There are those who are determined to walk with you through thick and thin. They believe in and support you. They will correct you when you err, and little by little, you'll look back and see more and more people behind you. Now that reminds me, the townspeople wanted to give this to you. Desert grass lantern. Glass. They fused glass and sandworm husks to make this. The specialty household item unique to Martira. Everyone here makes use of it. In fact, they hope to make production of this a major industry in Martira. Our artisans practice pretty hard these days. You just watch, my city is going to flourish under your rule. Spent some time reassuring Barden, who is overcome with emotion. Knew it was right to have faith in him. Hey, things have gotten quite interesting. I know you're a busy fellow, but you and I are friends. Could we talk elsewhere for a minute? Candidate to the very end. I can hardly believe it. And I dare say you've made dying for your sake quite worth it. Any plans for resurrection? That depends on you. I'm currently planning what to do next after you're king. I'm certain it'll be quite chaotic in this country for some time. Firstly, we'll have the loudmouth chaps haranguing people, scoundrels shoring up sordid books by milking our muddled masses before anyone's the wiser. And of course, the scoundrels will have great political and financial interests. You'll have vultures lying in wait round every corner. Bring it on. Ha! How very like you to say it. In the end, what choice do you have? If you can't pawn it off on someone else, best to buckle down and take it on. But don't worry, I'll not leave you to your own devices. Perhaps I'll enter the political arena, be your speaker of sorts. You'll have your political opponents in the years ahead doing their best to drag you down, undermine your ideals, and line their pockets while they're at it. I figured I'd make use of this silver tongue of mine to uniformly dismantle their schemes and force their timely exeunt. Exeunt? Another word I haven't heard of. Force them to leave the stage. Okay. That's reassuring. I'll see all their ploys for what they are. A lie for a lie. Sick a bad guy on the bad guys, in other words. My nature has changed not one iota. I am a two-faced trickster who schemes upon and deceives others. But even I could truly glimpse the hope you aim to create in this country. So I'll use my lies to support you until the end. Surely these are the sorts of lies my mother would overlook, yes? I'm glad to have met you. Before we part, I have but one word of advice for my future king. If ever an enemy appears insurmountable, tell yourself this. My opponent is strong, but that is all they are. It is fine to fear an enemy's strength, but let not that fear consume you. Steel yourself and remember, the enemy is strong, yet I will prevail. Determination will be your power. Determination is all you need to break through. It is the weapon you'll wield to seize your tomorrow. And with that, farewell. I leave you with both my parting extolments and my toll for departing penitence. There's a folded envelope tucked underneath the shoulder strap of my bag. Inside was a silver coin I'd never seen before, with an identical design on either side. I felt Alonso's candor, a man of many faces now unmasked. Mysterious silver coin. Reflecting on the strange way we'd met, I left the club. Mister, don't you have a big job tomorrow? You want to do the same thing that Papa tried to do that day, don't you? That's why I want to talk. Are you sure I'm not bothering you, mister? I know you're real busy and all. Yay, that's great. There's so much I want to talk to you about. The other day I played with my friends and we drew pictures with chalk in the alleyway. We drew lots of flowers and houses and... Oh yeah, one of the nice men who came by to get food said he found a job. He makes plates now, and then... Take your time. Don't have to tell me all at once. Take your time. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, but now, everyone in town's been kind of scary lately. They all seem really nervous, and some of them have even been saying that a lot of people are going to die tomorrow. But I know better. Once you become king, everyone will be happy again. I've been telling that to lots of people, but they don't believe me. Some people even think things will get worse. They say a child can't get anything done. But that's not true, is it? Not with you all at my side. Even if I couldn't do it alone, there's nothing I can't do without everyone at my side. Right, then you have my support too, mister. How can I help though? Oh, I'll talk to everyone. I'll tell them about a place where we can all proudly call home. Maybe everyone's feeling like I did before, like they've got nowhere to go, and everybody else is just out to judge them or hurt them. But mister, you said you'd make a country without all that, where it'll be peaceful and kind and nobody cries. There'll be a place for everyone. If I tell people that, do you think they'll feel better? I think so. Okay then, I'll tell everyone as soon as I can, starting tomorrow morning. I want to do my best for everyone, just like Papa and Mister. Well, you're looking very happy, Maria. Anyway, don't forget about that thing you wanted to give him, okay? Oh, that's right. Here you go. For you, mister. Handmade charm. I made it with Miss Fabienne. It'll make sure you and everybody else comes back safe and sound. I'll return as a king. I sewed it myself, stitch by stitch. Kinda messy, but I tried my best. Don't look inside, it's kinda embarrassing. Maria was feeling embarrassed, so I reassured her and said goodbye. At last, tomorrow we finally decide this once and for all. There's something I should like to talk with you about, under the circumstances. Perhaps you'd join me just outside the gate? We'd visited this place once before. I trust you still recall that time? We fought Rodan. Dan sprung a surprise attack on you here. Yes, I had wanted to settle things with a proper duel. Following that, he was jailed. Pains me to say that Grand Trad is still plagued by rampant looting and theft. I dare say the issue has only worsened without Rodan's presence. It is the cause of the Crimson Sky. The fear has gotten to the people, and even the previously civically minded have gone mad. Fear is a cunning beast. It lurks within, fattening itself on our insecurities, and only bears its fangs when we're most vulnerable. We've all become its prey. I put many beasts to the sword, yet the method for subduing the creature known as fear still eludes me. Not much we can do besides maintaining a strong heart. Strong heart, is it? That is easier said than done. In the past, there were nights when it seemed certain that the beast within would devour me whole. I put myself to blame. At times, I shut my eyes to the world and fell to my own deceptions. I lived so many days in this manner, convinced that I had found strength. Until at last I met you, fell in with our comrades, and came to know so very many people. It was only then that I understood that I was not alone. I've come to depend on and expect a great many things from all of you. Would you believe me if I said that on some level this brings me some shame? I think you've gotten stronger.
Yeah.
Indeed. I fought so long to protect others, and now find myself with allies who shield me in turn. It is an experience that made me realize all that I could not accomplish alone. Those who seek to be the sole vessels of power, such as Louis or Rodin, their solitude offers them some strength, yes, but it also exposes a great many vulnerabilities. You protected me countless times when I believed it was my duty to protect you. I owe you the deepest gratitude, for without you, I would not be able to fight as I do now. Our time together brought about an epiphany. I do not seek a one-sided fealty, but as a knight, I wish to serve under a king who supports me as I do them. I'll count on you as always. You have my thanks. Beginning tomorrow, I shall support you as a true knight of the king. I swear this to you, and as proof of my bond, I present you with this. Knight's memorandum. ATLUS bestowed it upon me when I first received my knighthood. In it, the will of a knight, perhaps one might call it a knight's soul even, is inscribed. Your reign will be a period of tumult. You shall bear a great many burdens, and that which bars your way will not be so black and white as Louis. Do you understand this? You shall face every single individual across this land who pushed their fears and anxieties onto people like His late Majesty and Louis. And many will not even make an effort to bear their own anxiety again. They'll pretend not to notice until they can push it onto someone such as you. I offer little in comfort, except to say that you shall have allies like me by your side to bear it all. I hope you never forget that. With our sense of trust in each other deepened, Hulkenberg and I returned to the inn. Tomorrow marks our final clash. We ought to do all we can while we've the chance. You needn't be concerned. I am concerned about you. Probably more than most of the other people I know. I didn't think you'd come see me at a time like this. Welcome. You've come all this way. We could talk as long as you like. Those Yuji children I took in seem to be regaining their spirits little by little. The grief of losing their parents and hometown is not easily buried, of course, but I thought enlisting them as my helpers might provide a welcome distraction. Helpers? What are they helping with? I've no intention of putting such small children on anything dangerous. That's what I have you here for, after all. I've been racking my brain trying to think of functions for an igniter that would have no use as a weapon. For lack of any ideas of my own, I asked the children. It was like I'd opened a floodgate, idea after idea. Jet shoes, based on wind propulsion. Super brooms that cleaned the floor with water and magic wind combined. Sounds fun. Indeed, they dreamed up all kinds of things. Even better is that all their suggestions really could help improve people's lives, with a little adjustment for practicality. They also suggested a pen that could write sparkling text, and an instrument that could play itself. Of course, I asked what the point of these trifles could be, and their response? It'd be fun. In short, they're playthings. The thought took me entirely off guard. Their suggestions were worthless as weapons. They barely even sounded useful, but I could certainly see them putting smiles on children's faces. Perhaps that's just what this country needs. Something good for nothing, but a smile now and then. I think you're right. It might do some good, but I'm thinking of something a little broader than igniters alone. Sanctism dominates this country in many ways. They profit off of every destructive igniter sold, while entertainment and tools of simple utility are restricted. I'm going to change that. I'll make this a country known for better products, tools for happiness instead of violence. As for this country you dream of, you've not even set foot on that path yet. To look at the distance you must tread, many would advise against it, but I will walk it beside you. I know I can count on you. Just watch. Between my connections, my tech, and my business sense, it'll be a simple task. So give me your hand. Reaching out to someone without any sort of self-interested calculation. I haven't done this since I was a child. I was too scared. Yet somehow, you make it possible. My dreams, my aspirations, let this handshake be as entrusting them to you. A small trinket of some sort was placed in my palm, entrusted to me. Brigida's brooch. Personally cut and polished, I'll have you know. I looked for a magla crystal that gleams with the same clarity as your eyes. A meager little thing to hold, but I hope you can feel how heavy my wishes have made it. May fortune favor you. Don't die, Shoji. You are hope. For the children, for me. And hope is not so easily replaced. Spent some time with Brigida, talking of our hopes for changes soon to come. Racking up that magla. Well, tomorrow's the main event itself, eh? I thought it'd be nice to have a bit of a chat before then. How about we go somewhere with a nice view? A quick teleport should do the trick. What a grand meteor shower. Like the sky itself wishing you luck with a dance of stars, eh? How poetic of you. Well, I dabble. My real love sonnets are reserved for dragon crystals, though. Meteor showers are fine, but how lovely it'd be to have a rain of crystals. I have mentioned dragon crystals to you before, haven't I? They're the remains of a great magical entity floating high up in the heavens. What? Wait, what? Satellites? Sometimes find them crashed down in the mountains. We take those and process them for use in gauntlet runners, you see, as a semi-biological component. Oh, so they were living. My dream was to fly to the sky and pluck one straight from the firmament. Well, you can already fly. I suppose so. Soon enough, I dare say, I'll be able to reach past the clouds to touch the crystals beyond. But it makes me wonder. I've spent a lifetime honing my skills and stuffing myself with knowledge. I can't let myself be satisfied with flying alone, can I? Till now, all my research and projects have been for the sake of my dream. The idea of doing it for altruism or public good, poppycock. Far too abstract for my tastes. But this journey, seeing you all work for the people, for a better world, it's gotten under my skin. Burns in me, like the same mad passion of my most ambitious projects. If an invention of mine helps someone out there or gives them joy, that's my part in changing this land, eh? It's just like what you and our merry band do, tromping all over and helping all sorts. A change that happens one city at a time, instead of by order or of some lofty authority. This world is full of inconveniences and irrationalities. Well, my lad, that's what I intend to change, one invention at a time. What will you make? Not a one, chum. After all, up till now, I've had rather a one-track mind for the runners alone. Soon enough, you'll be crowned king, and that'll be that. But you do know the road ahead is only going to be bumpier, don't you? I imagine a grand title like Your Majesty would crush the very backs of most who wore it. And yet, you're rather looking forward to it, aren't you? Ah, and that reminds me, there's something I'd like you to have. Dragon Crystal Specimen. The first dragon crystal I ever found. Just a shard, really. Not enough magic power to have any practical application. But when I picked this up, that's when my dream hit me. One day I'd go to the skies. And now here we are. I'll get you all to Louis tomorrow no matter what. We'll make the impossible possible. You hear me, lad? Don't you falter now. After gazing at the stars for a while, Nereus and I returned to the Gauntlet Runner. Tomorrow's a moment of truth. Make sure you're prepared, and I'll do the same for the runner.
さて、どこにしようか。
Still have to talk to Gallica.
いよいよ。
Tomorrow we settle things with Louis for good. We're as prepared as we could be, so why not pass the time over a hot meal at the Honeybee? Now, let's dig in. I asked Fabienne to go all out and load us up with extra special dishes. What a grand feast. Tomorrow we battle Louis, do we not? We need to eat well and keep our spirits high. Fabienne, keep it coming if we would. What? Sisters, you ate all that meat? I served more than people usually finish, too. Shall I bring on another helping? No, this is more than enough. It was great, thank you. Tomorrow, you're going to fight, right? Almost correct, Maria. We're going to fight and win. Then this guy here will become king and make this a good country. A good country? Country where no one will cry anymore. Yeah, so won't you cheer us on, Maria? Of course, I'll always cheer for you. Miss Fabienne will too, right? Naturally. We'll wait here with bated breath for their triumphant return, won't we? A good country. You know, Shoji, if I felt even for a moment that Louis' ideology had merit, I might not be in this fight. But we know that's not the case. He desires a country where the weak and helpless are culled. Everyone would know and see that, yet do nothing. No one would benefit by saving such people. They would be written off as a loss. And yet the masses still support Louis. When did our country become so bleak? We'll help anyone in need. Started as little more than a clever campaign slogan, but thinking back, I think we all felt power in those words. Still, Speaking the words is easy, but acting on them is another thing entirely, even for a king. I'm not giving up either way. Just because it's difficult doesn't mean I'm going to give up. Ha! And that's what makes you you. Remember, the inheritance my parents left me was all the people of Halia. Our people are our greatest fortune. I will never forget that. My parents were good lords, and the people of Halia loved them for it. I truly hope, with all my heart, that this country becomes that and more. So, I want you to have this. Crested short sword. Short sword has been passed down through House Haliitis for generations, said to protect its owner. The fact I've survived until now is proof enough. No matter what happens tomorrow, win. Don't die. You must fight for the sake of the many lives in this country. It'll be alright. I'll be right there with you. Stroll and I shared a firm oath to each other, then finished our meals. There is more food there. Only a matter of time now. Guess this is it. We'll finally settle things with Louis. Though a sky like this don't exactly feel encouraging and all. Hey, you need a breather at all? We could visit the ocean if you like. Wouldn't take a moment to teleport over. First time I saw the ocean, know what I said? Goddamn biggest pond I ever seen. Del got a good laugh out of that one. Del, Lady Rella, Vinka, I thought we'd always be together. I figured I'd already lived my life the way I wanted. Now I got some perspective on it though. There's so much I never did. Somehow it never really hit me that I could die at any moment. Just like that, everything I am could suddenly end. Even after nearly dying as a kid. Real stupid, aren't I? I think that's true for anyone. I think Del wanted to stay by Lady Juna's side for the rest of his days. Never said it, of course, but I could tell. It was always in his eyes when he looked at her. That he'll never see her again. And me, I'll never see Lady Rella again. Never got to tell her how she saved me, how I really admired her. Never told her how I felt about her, and now I never will. I once swore to you, right? That I'd help make a world where everyone could smile and laugh. Lady Rella, Vinka, and Del, they were all tangled up in the worst parts of this twisted country, and they all suffered for it. This land runs on suffering, and somehow, all its weak and meek ended up fuel for his fires. A crown on your head won't make that easier to change. I'll make change happen. I'm going to fight for that change. We've got this, don't we? Hell yeah, nobody's gonna keep us down. Nothing happens as fast as you want it to. Lots of people are gonna resent change. It's a scary thing, yeah? Still, through the fear, if we're all wishing for the same thing, that'll be a force to be reckoned with. Slow or not, this piece of shit world will change. I only started seeing the light from hanging about with you. So no matter what goes down tomorrow, I'm gonna make sure that crown's yours. Actually, got another reason for being here today. Hold on a sec. Just bought this. Here, take it. Golden perfume cream. Made of some rare beeswax or something apparently. They say the scent brings good fortune. Lady Rella had it when she was fixing me up. Gave me a little dab on both cheeks. Said she hoped I could smile again. Hoped my luck would turn. A slum rat like me. Now I'm giving it to you, Shoji. Hope fortune favors you tomorrow. Well, suppose we'd better head back. Big day ahead, yeah? Basilio and I returned to Grand Trad. We'll beat him, I know it. So let's make sure we've prepared all we need to. Andel, Lady Rella, I hope you'll be watching. So, it all ends tomorrow. I could use some time to collect my thoughts beforehand. Would you care to join me for a bit? Tonight's drink is quite exquisite indeed. What happened to stealing units? A good drink and a quiet moment. Those are the best preparations for the heart. It's been a long road, yes? But tomorrow we fight to decide the fate of this country. 'Tis a strange notion to contemplate. Previously, I used alcohol to blunt the edge of sorrow's blade. No, rather, it was self-administered poison which I used to hasten my own departure from this world. But as it graces my lips on this night, I find that the flavor has changed completely. Is it better now? Quite. And I think on the alcohol becoming a part of my flesh and blood, it permeates that much deeper. Previously, it mattered not when I died, but now that I've dedicated myself to living on for my son, I shall no longer await death, but will endeavor to not waste life. Tomorrow, clutching all that I have left of him, I hope to witness the dawn of a new future for this country. That is my new purpose, the reason I rise each day. So, tonight, I raise my glass and make a toast to my star of hope. You mean me? When I was resigned to live out my days in that cave, who came to me with renewed hope in tow? Who else could it be but you? And it is not just I whom you've inspired. In addition to my fellow villagers, a great many people now believe in a brighter future, with the only common thread among them being you. Whatever darkness lies before us, I believe the ideals you herald will shine above many. For those who suffer, for those who roam without purpose, and for those paralyzed by inaction, with that light upon their breast, they shall step forward once more. Before we return inside, there is something I would like to give you. Ashen meteorite bracelet. It is an amulet from my hometown, crafted from a rock that shimmers even in the total absence of light, perfect for finding one's way. Parents often give them to their children, hoping the amulet will protect their kin when they cannot. Befitting of our situation, is it not? Now then, let us head back in and prepare. An eventful day is ahead of us. Esme and I headed back inside the Gauntlet Runner. Preparations for tomorrow all complete? Best to handle any last affairs while you still can. Are you going to face off against that blighter Louis? Well, I for one think you've got him whipped. Oh, say, there was something I wanted to tell you. Got a minute? Hey, remember how I said I had something to tell you? Well, the educational program we founded is really doing aces. You're doing great things. Sure, it couldn't have happened without you, Katharina. Well, you ain't wrong about that, but you're still the one who gave me the opportunity. Just goes to show we can make a place for ourselves in the world without stealing and deceiving. You taught me that, you know. It was you who got my friends the opportunity to make a decent living. Some of them even moved to other towns and opened up shop. At this rate, I'm going to have to take up something new just to keep up. You'll do something new? Well, yeah, you know, at this point, I'm done bounty hunting. And I've been thinking on another thing I once told you. That we're allies fighting for this country. Our paths are different, but we got a common goal. Got a couple of thoughts running loose in my noggin, actually. If you become king, I think I'll journey abroad. I bet someone in charge could use some intel from faraway lands. I could get that for you. A king's gonna need all the help he can get. That'd be perfect. I'll be counting on you. Then I'll find out what's good, what's bad, and what's going on in the world and report back. We can solve the world's issues together. Word of warning though, don't let this country go to the dogs while I'm gone. If everybody's not prancing around all merry-like when I get back, I'll knock you a good one. Won't much care to not see your ugly mug for long spurts, but better to make myself useful, I suppose. I'm gonna do what I do best. And the only payment I want is you watching over me. Okay. I'll let you think good and hard on what I mean by that. Sure. Proper daft. I'm out of here. Except for this one thing. There was something everyone made for you, so here you go. Wooden doll sculpture. Read for your thoughts? They tried to make it look like you. Not bad by half, eh? Everyone brought their best talents to it, whether it was carving the wood, painting those pretty colors, all that. We could mass produce those dolls, it'd make a good souvenir, yeah? We could make it a Ukrainian specialty item. Like they say, dream big. Tomorrow's battle is only the first piece of that dream. So you better pull out all the stops and win. This country's gonna be ours for the building. Spent some time with Katharina, trying not to let her excitement get the best of her. Ah. I'm going to go get some food quickly because we're probably in for a long dungeon. Actually, I should go back to the inn before I...
さて、どこにしようか。
行きましょう。
Okay, I will be back in 10 or 15 minutes probably. On second thought, I'm going to end the stream, go eat, and then I'll come back to start a new one. I'll just edit the title of this one.